Good morning, sunshines. It is early June in beautiful Northern Virginia. I am on a walk today, this morning, for my breakfast. Not the whole thing, but a lot of the ingredients for it. So, I don't know. I'm hoping to find something to drink, maybe some tea, flowers, or leaves. I definitely know there are some berries ripe. So we're gonna hopefully find those intact, beat the squirrels and birds to them. And yeah, I don't know, this is how I would like to start my day every day, is going for a walk instead of the crazy hustle and bustle, right? So here we go, let's do this. Here we are, coming up to one of my newest finds in my park. I have a very scrawny mulberry tree. You can see the mulberries. However, they don't seem to be ripe quite yet. So we will keep an eye out on those. Now, a little further down on my walk, some people are surprised to know that Virginia has its very own yucca species. And unfortunately, these flowers are not ready. Otherwise, I would have loved to pick some and put them in my eggs. But soon, it looks like it's going to be a big, healthy one. So I am always on the lookout for stands like this. These are blackberries. Honestly, I'm not sure if they're native, but probably not. But you can almost always find little green berries on them. But additionally, we are looking for these today. These are plantain seed spikes, and these are really young ones. So we are actually going to collect a few of these today and put them in our eggs, since the yucca flowers weren't ready. So the thing about plantain is it's a weed. It's everywhere. It's a good weed. No negative connotation there. So we're just going to take all of these little young spikes so that the older ones can definitely produce, but also the plants will produce more. Just like when you deadhead your flowers at home, more flowers are produced. So we're going to keep our eye out for more of these babies. Please ignore the screaming. There are some happy kids out today, and that makes me so happy. I love it when kids can be outside. But this was our ultimate destination. I am lucky enough to live within walking distance of a black raspberry patch. So we are going to pick a few of these and see what we can get for breakfast. So there were some, not the largest of hauls, but I mean, it's amazing. So the way you can tell black raspberries is look at this blue stem. This is one of the ways you can just see them from far away. And then also, they have silvery undersides on their leaves. Blackberries do not have that silvery underside. And look at all these I'll be able to come back for in a couple days. So people might wonder why I bother grabbing, just a few tablespoons of things here and there, but I kind of think that's how humans are meant to eat. Just a few tablespoons here and there, right? When something's available, like throughout our evolutionary history, for example, we would just eat it on the trail. Like, these would be considered trail snacks, right? Unless you found a huge stand. If you found a huge stand of them, then you would bring them home and you would share them with your people, and then everyone would get a small handful, or people would preserve them and eat them that way. Yeah, I think humans are kind of gluttons at this point. We just eat too much, and we eat a lot of things that have had the nutrition pulled out of it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I would like to get about 50% of my diet, which doesn't seem crazy or unachievable to me, but 50% of my diet to nature or me-grown things. I also would like to change some of my skincare type routines because, the skin is my largest organ, and it seems weird to be trying to go natural with my food, but maybe not natural with the stuff I put on it. And in that vein, I remembered that I wanted to also come out here and pick some really pretty plantain leaf, because I got a tick bite, for example, the other day, and it's kind of bothering me, but he was only on there for about 20 minutes, but I have a bug bite, and it's also mosquito season here like crazy. So I think I'm gonna pick some plantain. Actually, I might pick a little extra plantain to put it in my eggs as well, because it's delicious sauteed, or if I can find some dandelion, I might do that. So I'm gonna put some in my trusty just brown bag, and we're gonna go at it. This plantain is really great. It has two really tiny ones, these little seeds, and gorgeous leaves. So I'm just gonna pull a few of these for my medicine. Let's see what else we have. Oh, right here next to my bag. You see this? See, that has like some white on it, so I won't pick that one. I don't know what's going on there. To show you this plantain and some of its key characteristics. So this is one of those seed heads, and it comes out weirdly of the sides within the whorl. And then let me just pull this one big leaf so that you can see some of the key characteristics. So this is a broad leaf plantain. It's a really cool vein structure because they all come out of this parallel vein structure like a grass, and then radiate out. Isn't that pretty? One of the characteristics is when you pull, sometimes you can do it. Yes. I got a whole bunch of them. See? You get these little strings that come out. That is one of the ways you can tell you have the right plant. So I'm gonna harvest this last little guy. I'm gonna let that one go, and I'll use this leaf that I harvested for myself. I just looked down and found this beautiful dandelion. Look at that little head. Since it's all alone, I won't be picking, I'll pick this like super tiny leaf, but I won't be picking its pretty leaf or pretty flower. These are silly. I don't even honestly know why I did that. But you gotta be honest with yourself, right? I found a jackpot of these little seed heads. This entire field is full of them. Most of them are already past the point that I would do anything with, but this is such a prolific crop, it looks like. So fun. How beautiful is that? I love it when perseverance pays off. I have been watching this little blackberry patch. It's in the middle of a whole bunch of Japanese knotweed. But I have been watching it develop, or like from red berries to black ones, so more black raspberries, all mixed up with this common briar also. But I needed a few more for my breakfast, so how cool is this? A few more. Oh, they're beautiful. We are back at the house. Wanted to see what our breakfast haul was today. Oh, one got stuck. So we got a good amount of plantain to make both my medicine, my salve, and put a little bit of the really pretty ones in my scramble this morning. We have a bunch of what are these? The seed heads, the undeveloped plantain seed heads. I've heard that these taste a little bit like halfway like asparagus and halfway, well, I'll make up my own mind. This is actually the first time I have found them in this state, so that's exciting. I did pick a few dandelion leaves, just for a little extra, why not? A little bulk. I also grabbed a few red clover for my tea this morning, and though I didn't pick any, I do have a few dried mulberry leaves that I'm going to use in my tea for breakfast. And then, look at all these. That is a serving of berries. I don't care what person says. Look at that. That is a serving of berries. So I am so excited about this. Let's make breakfast. Well, here we go. We're going to start with making the tea. This is just a mulberry leaf. Actually, I'll get a thing. I like these little doodads. So, should have gotten a bigger one because of all of the red clover, but that's okay. It's all good. So there's that. And then I washed all of the greens and stuff we picked. So I'll just put a couple flowers in here, maybe two. Maybe three. And then also I was thinking maybe lemon. I have a whole bunch of homegrown lemon balm from this year and a little left from last year, so it's probably good to use it up. Close that up. And put that. I don't know what to do with that. I like to let my herbal teas seep for, I don't know, 10 minutes plus. I think I would like this one to be cool when I drink it, so we're just gonna let that sit there. Okay, what else do we have? So for breakfast this morning, we're gonna start out with the little seed pods, because I feel like I should cut those up and then, okay, so there's a theory to pick clean. I did not do that. Well, I picked clean, but I didn't store clean or wash clean. Okay, so we're gonna just separate everything here. I'll speed this up. So what we have is a tiny bit of that. Some of this is going to be used for the salve. And then this is breakfast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these into thirds. I'm going to heat this pan up. I'm going to put those right in there. And I'm going to put just a bit of water in there. I'm gonna let those steam for a few minutes. I'll be back. They are looking really good. I maybe added too much water though, so I'm gonna dump some of that out. Okay, now that that is all ready, I'm gonna put a little bit of ghee. Actually, kind of a good amount of ghee. These are the young perfect plantains and the little bit of dandelion I got. Keep all the stems out. I also, these are some wild field garlic that I picked and froze earlier this year. And then I have a little bit of thyme I grabbed out of my garden. And parsley. I'm not sure about the parsley yet though, but I really like thyme. I'm just trying to get a little bit of color on those. Oh, it smells good. And then this is salt, pepper, and a little bit more wild field garlic, but it's been dried in the dehydrator. Add 2 eggs. If I was hungrier, I would definitely make this a 3-egg thing, but I'm just not that hungry this morning. These are just about done. I cooked them to 90% and then cut the heat. And there we go. There's my breakfast with my tea. Oh, it's really good. Ooh, yeah, that's really good. Blackberries or black raspberries. Oh, okay, I'm really happy. Yeah, this is the way to go. So yeah, it was a really successful morning. It is about 10:40 at this point. This is my first meal of the day. It is quite wild. I'm excited. Oh, but I wanted to try one of the little, it's super tasty. There's no describing it. It's a plantain seed heads. It's different and it's delicious. And I'm excited about that as a new ingredient. Oh, I'm excited. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I hope you have the best day today.